Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. This is the College Basketball Odds Couple Show for Monday, February 20th. Mike Brenner, let's throw the record up. I believe you had did you have a winning day or a losing day on Saturday? I think you had
3-2 on Saturday.
That's right,
yeah,
that's
and
right.
I had a bad beat. Kentucky had them on the first half, Pete. They were up by 5, and literally 2 seconds left. J.J. Frazier for Georgia throws up a hope and a prayer, and I'll be damned if it didn't just swish. Nothing but net. Bam. That's a bad beat. What are you going to do?
For sure. Oh, happens all the time. Well, we got a very small slate
Villanova,
of
though,
games
look like a champ. That team, you better look out. They're picking up steam, Pete. No, I'm not talking about the call. I'm talking about this is that time. This is the defending champs, right?
Sure.
I'm telling you, Jay Wright coaching his ass off. Look out for that team.
Yeah. All right. So we got a very small slate of games tonight on a Monday and some kind of peculiar situations. Virginia has lost 3 in a row.
Man.
They're a big favorite
right
over
now.
Miami. I'm not sure what to make of them here. I definitely.
What's that line?
It's 9.5, 9 or 9.5. It's a big line. I looked into a little bit and I thought to myself, man, maybe later I'll think of something here that I want to go with.
Yeah, because this is that Miami team that can show up when they want to. And Larinaga, he has this experience. And wow.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
You have anything to say about that
well,
one?
Well, they're both identical records, but they're both heading different directions. Like you said, Virginia now, they're wondering what's going on. Miami's playing good ball. If Virginia's going to reel it in, this might be the chance, but that's a hell of a lot of points, Pete.
And then Florida State coming off of a loss, and they're a big favorite over BC, and BC's also – Florida State also played on Saturday. BC is rested, so that's a tough one as well. I'm going to pass on that one too.
Yeah, I am too. Pittsburgh beat them down, but Florida State when they get home, but that's a hell of a big number. I could see maybe, we'll get to it because I got them on a teaser.
All right, and then another interesting game is Texas at West Virginia. As we know, West Virginia, when they're on, they can beat anyone by 30. But when they're not on, Texas is easily capable of hanging within single digits. They've been a little bit undervalued this year in general.
What's
that
line?
15.5, which is a big line.
Because West Virginia is not a high-scoring team. They are a defensive-minded team. That's a big number, Pete. Especially Texas getting a little bit better as the year's going on. There's some, I don't know. That's interesting.
All right. So, Mike Brenner, do you have any picks from this small
Well, there's
card?
one I like you didn't mention, but I'm taking a dog, Pistol Pete. I'm taking a road dog, Iowa State at Texas Tech.
Okay,
All right. I just think they're playing really good ball right now. Again, they went into Kansas and got that win several games ago. This is going to be a battle right here, but I like it. I think Texas Tech might have the advantage early, but I like the full game. I like Iowa State wearing them down as the game goes on, and I think the underdog quietly gets it done and wins outright.
That's very possible. That was another one that had me scratching my head, that had me thinking, I don't want any part of this one.
Is 1.5 the best shop line?
Actually, Heritage has 2, so we can give you +2.
I'm going to take the +2 at Heritage, Pete. I like it, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm not a big dog guy, but I like it on the road. And
I'm going to quickly give just two dog picks here.
Okay.
I'm going to give Texas State +7.5 against Georgia State, and I'm going to give Georgia Southern +4 at home against Texas Arlington. Now, Texas Arlington, obviously an awesome team. Don't love to bet against them, but Georgia Southern also a quality team. They're just a tick below them.
And getting 4 at home. I looked into that game. I almost pulled that trigger, but
it's a little bit suspicious why the line is where it is, but I'm going to take it. Georgia Southern +4 and Texas State +7.5.
Pull that trigger, Pistol.
Hopefully, I won't lose both of those. Hopefully, I'll cash both of them.
Big positive,
and maybe I'll wind up splitting, which would be okay. Those are the only 2 picks that I'm going to give. It's a tricky small card.
It is. It's a tricky small slate. And also the other night I was looking. UCLA was one of my winners against USC. Boy, they just beat that team down early and often. And that's not that. I'm trying to find out what team's going to pick up the momentum and what team's getting coached properly. And Alfred went in there and got the job done. Arizona's another one you got to be careful of as far as big spreads and look moving forward for that. But Pete, what do you think about North Carolina as far as their performance over the weekend moving forward? Do you think that's a team that has a shot at winning the whole thing? Honestly.
Sure. I took the whole weekend off in terms of watching the game.
You did?
So I didn't even check what they did.
We'll talk about that later. Have a beer.
Yeah.
I've got one other pick. It's a 3-team teaser through Bet Online, getting 6 points. Pistol.
Okay,
Start off with Florida State.
Okay, so that'll put you at -13.
See, I like that. I think they win by 15, maybe 16. West Virginia.
Okay, that'll put you at 9.5.
I think they can cover that. They're pissed off. And also Virginia.
Okay. That'll put you at -3.5.
I'm going to take it. I think they got to get it done. Miami gets worn down. So I don't know. It's one of those teasers. I really just feel good about, Pete. I think these teams all have a reason to come back and get a strong win. West Virginia is not pleased with its performance as of late. Huggins said the defense is not performing like it should, and there's no offense. I mean, no excuse for the offensive turnovers that's been taking place. So I think coaching gets in the heads. I think they get it done.
All right. That sounds good, Mike Brenner. It's a tough card. I haven't had a chance to look at any of the totals yet. There might be some totals I'm liking later on. If there are, I'll
tweet them out. Tweet them out, Pistol.
And I guess that's it, Mike Brenner. We'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday card.
Absolutely, guys. Bet responsible. Beat your bookie and build that bank with the odds couple. We're coming to you.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.